want to go in the city outside. So we can go mountain.
श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय, बोले श्री सत्यनारायण स्वामी की जय, श्री उमापति महादेव की जय. Let me say welcome to each and every one of you who found the time to take us this evening to take part in this service, which is our regular Thursday evening service, but with a difference in the sense that Keshav sat for Havan this evening because on Sunday he would be 16 years of age, and due to that he is writing exams, and on Sunday he'll be extremely busy. For the entire day he have lessons, he will not be able to do anything. So we have decided that this evening he will sit for service, he will perform Havan, etc. And now invite our near and dear ones, and also members of the Bhakti Jyot Mandali, and Pitaji, his guru, will deliver his discourse. So let me say welcome to all of you, and this evening also want to say a special word of blessing and happy birthday to the mother of one of our young members, Kiran. Well, I know he's a member, but he's halfway in between. But Auntie Annie, most of you all know her to be. Happy birthday. And it's nice to see that you found yourself in a place of satsang a day of your birthday. That in itself is blessings. So we pray that Durga Ma continue to bless you and guide you. Good health, strength as you continue your life journey. So without further ado, I pass over to Pitaji, who will lead us in this evening's devotion.
Devotees, you are very welcome, and we are very told about the purpose for this gathering here tonight. So what I ask you to do, so let us all concentrate, meditate, and devotees pray to that Lord and Master and that divine Shakti. So as we do so, devotees, we have that most handsome form of Prabhu Sri Ram, and that most beautiful form of Sitana, the Brahman Shakti devotees. So when we sit here and we pray, we get blessings. And the blessings that we get will be handed down to our children. So it is not for us alone. So devotees tonight, as every other night, is not a different night. It's a special night, but not a different. Celebrating Keshav. So let me call it devotees Keshav Utsav. We're celebrating Keshav. Utsav is a celebration. So tonight, devotees, we are so happy to see so much of you there, appreciating what we are doing for Keshav especially, but our regular service from the Bhakti Jyot Mandali. So as we pray again, devotees, I'm asking you to concentrate, meditate as we pray. Om Sri Ganeshaya Shri Saraswati Shri Guru Charana Kamadu Om Je Ke Sumirana Dhyan Te Vanat Sakala Sudhakar So Ganeshwani Sahita Jnana Dijiya Om Vardhana Maitrasanhana Dasana
Samapi
Mangalarnam Chakartaro Vande Vani Vinako Bhavani Shankaro Vande Shraddha Vishwasarupna Yajnam Vinana Pashyanti Sidraha Swastas Rameshwaraha Jahi Sumirata Se Duro
सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधार वरण रघुवर विमल जस जोदायक प्रचार बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमीरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देव मोहि हरऊ कलेश विकार सियापति रामचंद्र की जय शरणम हे नाथ मम संकट हरो। बोले श्री सीतारामचंद्र की जय। Tonight, devotees, what we'll do, if you could remember, devotees, those who were here on Agni's birthday, we started a katha. Listen to what I'm saying, devotees. We started a katha. So when we start the katha, at some point we will stop. I want you to listen carefully, devotees. If I say we begin a katha, it means at some point we will end the katha. So there's a difference between start and stop, beginning and end. When I say end, it is Sri Skanda. You know what I mean? The other time I come here, I have to go into another katha. So what I have decided to do, or not say not me, what we have decided to do, devotees, is to continue. Continue this katha that I started on Agni's birthday. A very beautiful katha, we all know, devotees. And we will continue with this katha. I don't know if we'll reach an end, but at least we'll reach at some point to conclude the katha. So let us try to understand that what we are doing, we are continuing. And we always speak about continuation, devotees. We don't speak about end so much, continuation. And tonight we'll continue this katha. But before doing so, devotees, let us try to understand that we are here through the grace of God. Without the grace of God, we cannot be here, devotees. If you don't have the grace of God, you cannot find your place put yourself in a place like this. You know what the feet will tell you? Me can't go there, no? I can't go there, I can't take on that. But you have the grace of God, the blessings of God. This is why you are here tonight. So devotees, let us understand that what we do here, everybody will benefit. Not you alone. I read here, I alone will benefit. You will also benefit. And your lives, devotees, if you understand what is taking place, you would work towards making your life better. Now remember, devotees, you have to work to make your life better. Eh? You can't sit around and say, God will make my life better. You don't have that. You don't have that at all. Through the grace of God, I am making the effort. I am making the effort. And through the grace of God, things will work out. But if I sit down and say, well, look, only God is going to do this for me all the time, I don't think that could happen. This is why you give us the ability to think, to act, to analyze, and to come up with answers. So devotees, Bade Bhagyam understand power. Right? We have to understand we are blessed to be human beings. So we always say, Bade Bhagyam understand power. I put in a little piece too. Bade Bhagyam Nari, you know, devotees, we have to understand ladies are here too, not only men. Nari Tana power. So we are all very fortunate to be human beings. So before we go into our Katha, devotees, let us try to concentrate on that form, devotees. Of Ganesh Bhagwan, devotees, as it is said, Pratham Puj. Join with me, devotees. We'll make it very simple. Very, very simple. Regular devotees. Whenever we hear this. And I think by now we should learn it. Jai Gananayak, Jai Sukadayak, Parvati Nandana Gajanana. Jai Gananayak, Jai Sukadayak, Parvati Nandana Gajanana. गणनायक जय सुखदायक पार्वती नंदन तनय गजानन लंबोदर श्री
जय शिव तनय गजानन लंबोदर श्री
जय शिव तनय गजानन लंबोदर श्री
जय शिव तनय गजानन लंबोदर श्री
मूषकवाहन गजानन शिव्यानंदन गणपति गजानन विघ्न विनाशन
गणपति गजानन विघ्न विनाशक
गणपति गजानन विघ्न विनाशक गणनाथ शिवजानन गजवर श्री गजानन
गणनाथ श्री गजानन गजवर श्री गजानन
जय गणनायक जय सुखदायक पार्वती नंदन गजानन
जय गणनायक जय सुखदायक पार्वती नंदन गजानन
पार्वती नंदन गजानन पार्वती नंदन
पार्वती नंदन गजानन पार्वती नंदन गजानन
पार्वती नंदन गजानन पार्वती नंदन गजानन
पार्वती नंदन गजानन पार्वती नंदन गजानन
जय गणनायक जय सुखदायक 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 पार्वती नंदन गजानन
बोले श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय. Now devotees, as I said, we'll continue Katha. Now devotees, the last time we read this Katha, we started this Katha, devotees. We started on devotees Doha number 82. Doha number 82, devotees. And we stopped the Katha. I'm not saying end. Listen to my words. We stopped the Katha on Doha number 83. Now, devotees, we're going to continue this Katha from Doha number 84. Okay? So what is happening here, devotees? We'll have to bring the Katha up to date. Because where I stopped there, I ain't reached this point yet. But as we all know, devotees, Hanumanji, he was looking for servant Sajivan Bhuti, and it is said that after defeating Kalnemi, what happened? He was told where to go and find a Sajivan Bhuti. Now, Sajivan Bhuti, devotees, is a herb of life. Mool Sajivan, we call it, a herb of life. When you take this, devotees, it tends to not stop you from dying, but there's an extension, if you would say, or death becomes a little easier. So devotees, what is happening here is that, as we know, Hanumanji, he went in search of this. But this Sajivan Bhuti, devotees, is a plant that glows. In the dark, it will glow. And this whole field, this mountain now, every plant glowing. When Hanuman reached there, every single plant glowing. Now, which one to pick? Which one to carry? And devotees, it happens to us in life. There are times we are so puzzled that everything looking the same way. Every single thing. You know, your trouble looking like the good things that happen. The good things happen looking like trouble. Every single thing, devotees, looks the same way as these leaves here. Right? But when we look at these things, devotees, we look at it in a dull way. This is glowing. So what we're supposed to do? Give up? No, we cannot give up as human beings, devotees. We have to try. And success only comes to those devotees who make tries, who try all the time, conscientiously. You make try, devotees. You're genuine about what you're doing, you're honest, you believe in yourself, you have faith in God, and devotees, everything will work out for you. But when you approach things, devotees, as you say in a half-hearted way, it ain't gonna work. You only put in pressure on yourself. So to say devotees, Hanuman there, and he's looking around, but everything glowing. So what he did, devotees, puzzled as you and I, remember Hanuman, devotees, represents the mind. So we are puzzled, but there has to be a solution. We can't say we puzzle and we know what we're doing and sit down right there. Hanuman started to think. He started to think, what should be done? And devotees, there was only one thing to be done. One thing. And was to pick up that mountain and carry the whole thing. But devotees, not just like that. We all have our problems. We have a burden on our head, as we say, a weight on your head, on your shoulder, whatever it is. What did Hanuman do? Before he took up that mountain, Jai Sri Ram. Jai Sri Ram, devotees. Who is the one that will take away our problems, devotees? Nobody on Jai Sri Ram. Hanuman is demonstrating this. Right? But we must do this with faith, with confidence. And not only faith in God, faith in yourself too. You must have that kind of faith in yourself. I am a human being and am I capable of doing this. I am capable of getting out of my problems by myself. And what did Hanuman do, devotees? With all that faith and confidence in himself, he put his hand under that mountain, devotee, Jai Sri Ram, and he lifted. Now, devotees, We would say how he could just lift up a mountain like that. I'm speaking about faith. Faith devotees. And Hanuman Baba devotees, is there any being, any living anything that had more faith in God than Hanuman Baba devotees? Faith in God and faith in himself, like we supposed to be. Faith in God, faith in ourselves. So if we do that, we could easily, what is a little mountain to lift up? If we have all these faith devotees, because as it is said, devotees, faith can move mountains. Faith can move mountains, devotees, and the amount of faith Hanuman had. If we adopt that in our minds, have that kind of faith in ourselves and in God, devotees, no mountain are too heavy for you to lift up. What are the mountains we are carrying, devotees? What? Our problems. Our problems, devotees. So all we have to, you wake up in the morning, you go by your puja room, whatever it is, devotees, and you pray to God. And you don't play no big thing. I have problems, Lord, and the only one could solve that problem is you. But with, as I said, it was with belief, with faith like Hanuman. And you see that mountain we're speaking about, all these problems you have on your head, the burdens, as we say, it will come off your head. So it is said, Hanuman, pick up this mountain. Now remember, I am saying, devotees, that the leaves, they were glowing like lights. So at this point, he decides to go to where, as we all know, Lakshmanji devotee was struck by Shaktiban, and he said Jivan Bhuti was the only thing to help him. With the Sushen, the physician, he said where it should be, and there where Hanuman went to get it. And devotees, in coming back now, what happened? Hanuman said, you know what, I have a little bit of time, you know. I have plenty, I have some time. Because it is said, devotees, that this leaf, or this herb, what we may call it, must be, it is night as I said, but it must be administered before the sunrise. Listen to this. Lakshmanji must get this herb before the sunrise. Otherwise, he won't rise, only the sun will rise. And it is said, devotees, Hanumanji, well, he knows long before sun, for morning to come up, the sun to rise. So passing devotees, what he decide to do? He decided to pass over Ayodhya. Passing over Ayodhya, remember this is a continuation of the last katha, eh? Passing over Ayodhya, devotees, with that mountain, it casts a heavy shadow over the city. Who was there at the time? Bharat, devotees. Who is Bharat? Bharat, devotees, is the protector of Ayodhya. Right? Bharat means protector. Listen to this. Bharat means protector. You want to protect. So we have Bharat, right? Bharat is India, devotees, a place. Right? Then we have Bharat, our insurance section. We're talking about Bharat tonight, devotees. He's the one, he's like, you know, the leader that's supposed to protect his city, his country, whatever you want to call it, devotees, with his life, if it comes to that. So devotees, it is said, Bharat now, somehow, you know, he probably feeling the heat of the leaf on him or something, you know, what is putting our words in it, eh? And he looked up devotees. Looking up devotees, what he saw. said dear devotees, भरत जी ने इसका अत्यंत बड़ा शरीर देखकर मन में सोच किया. It is said devotees, when he saw the shadow, place covered light, he looked up, and what he saw here, devotees, a bara sharir, a big body, a big form, devotees, flying, flying over Ayodhya. What he's thinking, devotees, it brought a certain amount of discomfort in his heart, because remember that he's the protector. He's the one to protect that place. And, seeing is something like this, he has to confront it. You know what I mean? So what he's saying here, Koi Rakshas Parvat liye aata hai. He is saying the Rakshas and them devotees, they are well informed, There are no two ways in that. The Rakshas devotees, they're very, very well informed. And they knew that Lakshmanji was struck down by the Shaktiman. They knew Hanuman would be coming with Sajivan Bhuti. But they knew at the moment these things happening, who was Lakshman? Who was Lakshman devotees? Lakshman, let us put it locally then, was the strength of Prabhu Sri Ram. Without Lakshman, Prabhu Sri Ram could never win that war. He is the Shesh Avatar. So devotees, he is that one, as Sheshji, holding up this earth, devotees. Well, in some places it is 600 heads, some they say 6,000. I would go with 600. The devotees, he is holding up this earth. And this is the Lakshman now. This is the Shesh Avatar as Lakshmanji. And being struck down now, being the strength of Prabhu Sri Ram, not only physically, but emotionally. It's his brother, It is his brother. And if you see a brother lying there, devotees, with an arrow, don't tell me you won't get emotional, unless your family have couture. But devotees, it is said, these demons knew this. And they knew at this particular time, with Lakshman lying there, and Sajivan Bhuti far away, and it must be administered before sunrise. They're thinking that, you know what happened? Prabhu Sri Ram at this time, and the army is vulnerable. They are thinking the army is vulnerable. Prabhu Sri Ram is vulnerable because he's emotional now, so he ain't studying war. And this is their chance to come and defeat them. Now, Bharat is thinking like this. This is why he's saying, when he saw that is a Rakshas coming in with some big mountain or something to drop it on Ayodhya. Now, devotees, he is the protector. Let us try to understand that. So if you look at this as a mistake, it is not a mistake. He is the protector, and his rights is to protect his, I would say, his subjects, his city, whatever it is. Right? So it is said, devotees, what happened? When he's thinking like this, and it is said, devotees, he took out an arrow. Well, I won't say an arrow, it is said here, a ban, a Shakti ban. Now there's a difference between the arrow and the ban. Now the Shakti ban, devotees, is something divine. Let's use these words so you could understand. The Shakti ban is something divine. It's a divine weapon, if you want to use that word. Right? And the til or tarwar, the tarwar, which is the bow, ordinary bow, devotees, is a weapon to destroy, to kill. So there's a difference between the ban and the arrow. Right? So, devotees, it is said that with these thinking like this, what he did, he took that bow, as we would call it, may make it easy for you to understand, devotees. He took the bow, put it by his ear. He strung the bow with the arrow by his ear. Listen to how an archer works, devotees, because he has to be on target all the time. So he would put the arrow by his ear, and when he discharged it, devotees, what happened? It struck Hanuman. Now, devotees, Remember, I'm speaking about Shakti Ban. I'm speaking about a ban, I'm not speaking about an arrow here. When it struck Hanuman devotees, what happened?
परे मोर चमहि आग शायक राम राम नायक जय राम श्री राम सुनित वचन भरत उभाए कपि सहित अति आतुर आए। Everybody, जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय
It is said, devotees, बाण लगते ही मूर्छित हो महावीर जी रे पृथ्वी गिरे. What happened, devotees? When that arrow, well, let me say Shakti Ban, no arrow can do Hanuman nothing, man. Listen to this. Shooting an arrow at Hanuman is steel bouncing steel. Right? So how it could do anything? Could never do anything to Hanuman. But here the word Shakti Ban. Shakti. He has respect for anything that is divine. So even though it means giving up, devotees, with Hanuman, he will take his losses. Now devotees, again I'm speaking about our minds. Hanuman, our minds. Devotees, what happened? He was coming down. But listen to how he came down. Sumirata Ram Ram Ragunayak Muni Priya Bachan Bharat Utte gaye. He said, Kapi si Ati Anu Aye, the said devotees. Atura Aye. What is happening here? When he heard Hanuman coming down, not just like that. Ram 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 Ragunayak, devotees. When he heard the way, or the voice, the tone of the voice, and the devotion in the voice, devotees, while repeating the name of Hanuman, of Prabhu Sri Ram, he knew that was no ordinary nobody, no Rakshas. He knew that was no Rakshas, and what happened? It is said he got up. He got up, and devotees, when he got up, what he did? He went, when he heard these beautiful words, he went there, devotees. And what he saw? Hanumanji devotees on the ground. Now Hanuman is on the ground, right? Devotees, what is it telling us? How many times, devotees, we feel defeated in our minds? How many times things ain't going right, you feel you're defeated? Instead of you say Ram, 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 no, it's trouble. Well, Ram gave me trouble. It ain't hard. It ain't hard, devotees. You are the controllers of your minds. The mind is the controller of the body. The body is the controller of the actions. So, devotees, if I cannot control my mind, and I cannot always say Jai Sri Ram, well, it's my fault, it's nobody else's fault. I just can't control myself. So it is said, devotees, that Hanuman here and Bharat seeing this, he's seeing this, right? And devotee, he's very, very uncomfortable now. Because he knew, remember that Hanuman and Bharat, if we look at the devotees, they have about the same amount of devotion to Prabhu Sri Ram. Their love, their devotion, their faith, whatever it is in Prabhu Sri Ram devotees, is about equal. So he's looking at this and he's very, very uncomfortable. Very, very uncomfortable. And it is said, devotees, he is thinking now. What is he thinking? जागत नहीं बहुभागी जगा Devotees, what is happening here now? Bharat, very uncomfortable now, unhappy. It is said here, Vyakul dekakar, man roko, ban roko, hriday mein aa liya. It is said, devotee, aage liya. What is happening here, devotees? He is going now, but very, very uncomfortable. Vyakul, you know what that means, devotee? All kind of discomfort. Everything that makes it uncomfortable. It is said he is going. And what he is thinking? What is he thinking? That is my arrow. Listen to this. That is my arrow in that devotee's body. Now, devotees, there are times when we say things about people, and we wish certain things happen to certain people and all this kind of thing. Any negative we're talking about, And devotees, what happened? If these things really happen to somebody, what you want to happen to them, and these people start to suffer, your mind, which is the Hanuman now, start to act, right? It is because of me, that person suffering. This is practical life, devotees, practical life. It is because of me, that fellow suffering, because I wish things bad on him. But devotees, this is what the kathas are all about. It's not just Bharat going there and crying because he see Hanuman lie down there. We have to understand what it is all about. It is said, devotees, what he's trying to do. What he's trying to do. It is said, devotees, Anek prakarasi jagaya. He's trying to wake him up. Now listen, he's trying to wake him up. Now, devotees, our minds, there are times when we see we thinking like this, that something should happen to somebody, tell yourself your mind sleep away. Your mind sleeping, so your body acting all kind of how. Because nothing to tell your body what to do, nothing to tell your mouth what to say. Because your mind sleep away. So you're wishing all kind of thing about it. And he's trying to wake up Hanuman. But you know what? Parantu aage nahi, jage nahi, could never. All these things he could try and he could never do it. It brought more unhappiness in his heart, more and more. I just said devotees, with all this unhappy feeling, this uncomfortable feeling in the heart of Bharat, what did Bharat do? The kind of unhappiness he's experienced, devotees, it is said here, Netro mein jal bhar kar kahne lage. Water, tears, devotees, started to flow from his eyes. Why? Devotees, if we really sit down sometime and think about what we say about people and what we do about people, and a little bit of compassion will come in your heart, you will cry, Tears will come out your eyes. But because we have so much, abhiman, so much pride, that we wouldn't admit it. We wouldn't admit it. So it is said, devotees, that Bharat now, tears in his eyes, trying to wake up Hanuman ain't waking up. Devotees, I have a problem. Yeah? And you're trying in your mind now to see what we could do. What we could do to alleviate this problem. What we could do. We're thinking about we can't do nothing, so in your mind you start to cry. You start to cry. Tears in your mind now, devotees, because you can't do nothing to help the problem. But devotees, there's one thing we have to understand. There is always a solution. Always. No problem is big enough not to have a solution. We have to understand that. It was created like that. We have pairs of opposites, devotees. We are good, we bad. We have laugh, we have cry. Devotees? So if we have problems, we have solutions too. But if I sit down here and only telling everybody my problem and me do not about it, what sense it make? I suppose as an individual to open my mind and search for that solution. Search for it. And devotees, if we really, as I using my favorite word, if we're really genuine in that search, we're going to get solutions to our problems. Plenty. Right? So devotees, let us not just be weepers. Let us be searchers and search for where the problem is and work towards solving it. A human being, devotees, is the greatest creation of God. As it is said, we will be cremated eventually. We are created devotees in the likeness and image of God. We are not God, try to understand that. But we are the children of God. Rishi Santan, the children of the Rishis, the people closest to God. And do you think that if we don't, God give us everything, all our senses working right, most important, devotees, He gave us the ability to think, to analyze, to come up with answers. So if we could understand these things were given to us and listen, we ain't pay for it, we get free. Free. We ain't pay for nothing. So, devotees, if we could understand these things, you see this life we have? This life could never be a burden, because we won't have no time to make it a burden. Because we will practice, devotees, what we call Santosh. First of all, we're going to practice what we call Bharosa. Right? Confidence in ourselves. Confidence in God. And then Santosh. Contentment. Contentment. And I say contentment, and as I always say, devotees, I say contentment and not contention. Try to understand that, because that's why everybody practicing the holy day, Everybody, big countries and everything, you know, devotees, they're fighting. Why? For space. You know, like that word now. Remember when I talk about the space, the night, with the Danos and the Devatas? I like that word now, space. Everybody fighting for space. Nobody contented with anything. Nothing. But if we have God in our hearts, devotees, we will understand that we cannot have everything. Nothing comes to you easy. But whenever you do the right things and you get the benefits of your right actions, devotees, you will see. You will see the kind of good things that you will receive in life. So Bharat and Hanumanji, they know. Now they understand each other. They know that they are devotees of God. Right? And they understand each other. And what is happening here now, devotees, is that Bharat is speaking to Hanuman. And the first thing he's asking Hanuman, if Prabhu Sri Ram, let's talk about our brother in Ayodhya, devotees, because everybody says because of Bharat, Hanuman, Prabhu Sri Ram had to go into the forest, right? But let me digress a little bit here, devotees. Let me go into another katha a little bit, right? In Aranyakan. Everybody's saying Bharat and, they're even saying Raja Dasat had no heart, right? Because look how we take these young people and send them in the forest. And people in the forest say, blessed is Raja Dasat. Blessed is, he sent some, Prabhu Sri Ram and Sitama for us to see them personally. So you really can't, as they say, you can't please all the people all the time. Try to understand that. You please some of the people some of the time, but you can't please all the people all the time. So what you do? Do what you think is right. Do what you think is right and forget what who had to say. Right? But here we're using the word right to get the right results. So to say here, both of them they know. And the devotees, they're speaking. Bharat is trying to find out if Prabhu Sri Ram was thinking about it. Hanumanji is saying, "Oh Bharat, Prabhu Sri Ram is always thinking about you. He's thinking about you more than himself now. And this brings us about a certain amount of joy in the heart of Bharat." And he said, devotees, that speaking like this, what happened? That's after Hanuman wake up, because when Hanuman wake up, he said, Jai Sri Ram, he wake up just like that, He said, Jai Sri Ram. So what is after you wake up and think devotees? The katha, devotees, we have to kind of, as we just always say, condense it. Certain things we kind of have to leave out. And he just said, devotees, that both of them speaking like this. Speaking. And what happened? They couldn't control themselves. They couldn't control themselves. And what happened, devotees? Let us listen. Devotees, you find it a different tune, but we call that a sorotha. We have chaupai, we have doha, we have a sorota. Sarota devotees, the information I have, is where the writer of the book will sit back and look back at what he has written to make corrections. This is the information I have. If it is different, I don't know. I don't know. But the Tesera Sorota is where the writer would relax a little bit and look back. If there's any mistakes, wrong spelling, whatever it is, it will be corrected. That is the information I have, that's the information I could give to you. Anything more than that, any better than that, I don't know. So it is said, devotees, after this, in this Sorota, it is telling us that Hanumanji, they embrace each other. They embrace each other, devotees. And it is said the bodies, right, started to vibrate as such, devotees, with the bhakti. The love that both of them had for God, as I said, equal love, right, started to vibrate. And devotees, the tears again coming from the eyes, the tears of devotion. Tears of devotion. Devotees, if you devotees, any one of us, if we really sing a bhajan, and devotees, you put that love into it, you feel in the eyes filled with water. If you really say a mantra, you get up in the morning, Om Si Surya Devta Namona, Adi Dev Namasvam Prasidam Bhaskara, Devakara Namasvam Parakunamuste. Devotees, you get up in the morning, you offer a lot of water, and you say that with love. You'll feel that water coming from the eye instead of the lota. This is what devotion is all about. This is what we call bhakti, love for God. So this is what is happening there. And both of them devotees, it is said that, the love for God equal, when they embrace each other, their body started to vibrate. And devotees, this is another thing. As human beings, we vibrate, whether you want to believe it or not. We vibrate. And if two people are devotees of God, devotees, when they meet, they would feel it. That is the vibration. And if one is a devotee of God, and the next one is a daint, what are you going to do? You will never feel any kind of vibration. You want to run away quick. So devotees, as human beings, we vibrate. And this vibration between two of them devotees, it is said like, well, in one book, old time kind of Ramana home devotees, it says like if you take two high tension wire with full current and you touch them together, the kind of vibration you'll get with that, you can't hold it. But me asking nobody devotees to take no two high tension wire and touch it together. Because that won't be Shakti, that will be Shakti. You're dead. So devotees, let us understand these things. But we, as humans, we could be a Bharat, we could be a Hanuman. And look at what is happening. Bharat devotees are protector. As the head of a home, devotees, as the head of a home, we supposed to be the protectors of our home. We supposed to be the Bharat of our homes, devotees. We can't just sit down there and say, anything happen. It ain't that. Right? You supposed to be protecting your home, your families. Right? Devotees is like, we have people that we put in position to protect us. We protecting them instead. Because they're weak. They're weak in their mind. They're corrupted in their mind. I doesn't like to say this thing, but it's to bring the katha to a point. Because this is a practical world. The kathas tell us about our practical life. Right? And the people we have to protect us, devotees, they're trying to destroy us instead. But we ain't going into that, like politics, I reading Ramayana. And devotees, it is said that both of them, after this, what did Bharat do devotees? We come down to the Katha here devotees to go into another one. So we'll try to summarize it because we have a few things on the program. And devotees, it is said that Bharatji now, Hanuman was about to leave. But Bharatji asked, right? Is Prabhu Sri Rama alright? Is Sitama alright? Well, I know when you carry this herb here, Lakshmanji will be alright. You know, devotees, he's asking these questions, asking it. And devotees, this is how we're supposed to be as human beings. Right? You meet somebody who you know, what do? You don't inquire about their families, man. Everything alright? This is human behavior, you know. You meet the man, you say, boy, how things going, man? Everything alright? You know? And the family alright? And all these kind of things, right? And this is what the Katha is showing us here. Because Bharat is asking if everybody okay. You know? So when he knew that when we go back there, the Jivan Bhuti would have revived Lakshman. You know what he's saying in his mind? A certain amount of happiness came to his mind because you know what? Prabhu Sri Ram will be victorious. So devotees, you see how we feel happy for other people's victory, for other people's, success. This is what the scriptures are there for. I should be happy when my neighbor is successful. I shouldn't sit down and say, the man built a house, sit down and say, he showing off him in a house, should follow. These things happen, devotees. People, I would say, catching the royal, if you want to use that word, devotees. They can't build a little house. That's your neighbor or that's good partner. From the time the man build a little house, you're vexed with the man because he built a house. This is not right. This is not human behavior. And this is why we have the kathas here. This is why. If I wanted, I could have read this katha and done already. Only read. But the lessons there for us. And it said, devotees, Hanuman left. And he went. And while he was going, devotees, remember I said eating glory, eh? Half night gone. And remember that it's only, they say by when sunrise come up, half night gone now. And everybody worried now, half night gone. And Hanuman ain't reached yet. So they're worried about Lakshman now. Devotees, beautiful bhajan and thing, they're kind of long, but at the same time I don't know them. So I wouldn't make attempt to sing it. So it is said, devotees, that everybody worried there now. Because half night and Hanuman reach. Adi Rat, half night, Hanuman reach. And then one fella look up, devotees. And he seen his light coming. Right? Now that light coming, they remember. Is Hanuman coming with these things glowing, eh? If we look up in the sky, we see something glowing coming. That's a sukunya. It I know sukunya, that's Hanuman. Sukunya in your mind in truth, because that's Hanuman coming there. So devotees, it is said that this fella look, and he wanted to make sure, right? He won't raise no alarm yet, because let me tell you something, devotees. If he jump up and say, look, Hanuman coming there, and when they look, it's not Hanuman. Well, I got to tell you something, they go up and next casualty there, He can't live again. He will lie down on the side of Lakshman. And the fella looked to make sure, this is a very important thing, devotees. We have to be certain about what we see, what we do before we act. We don't just jump and say, do something without thinking about what you're doing, because you're going to get yourself in problems. You're going to get yourself in problems. And when this young monkey now saw that, and he confirmed in his mind that this is Hanuman. This is another thing, devotees. You have certain things in your mind. You don't reveal it until it is confirmed and is what you want to say or what you want to do. Make sure you're going to your mind, devotees. Because let me tell you something. You don't know how to use the mind, you're in a lot of trouble. And as it is said, devotees, a mind, devotees, is a terrible thing to waste. So let us try to understand these things. And then, as this happened, devotees, Hanuman land. And the Hanuman line, devotees, Sushen, the physician, he knew, look at how much glory it have there, but he knew exactly which one of the leaf it is. And devotees, he just went and he picked that leaf, administered that leaf into the nose of Lakshman, devotees. And in a few minutes' time, they saw movements. Lakshman started to revive. And as Lakshman sat up, devotees, the sunrise. The sunrise, devotees. So you know what happened here? Prabhu Sri Ram would go into the forest now and defeat these demons. So as the sunrise, devotees, is as Lakshman revived that sunrise. And devotees, what is our sunrise? What is our sunrise? Our sunrise, devotees, is our hard work and our success. Right? Our success is our sunrise. We do all these things we're supposed to do to get to be successful. Right? And all this time, we looking at things, sometimes we get pessimistic, but you don't get to be like this. Always look on the bright side. Optimistic, devotees. So you'll always see a good light. And our sunrise, devotees, is not only when we wake up in the morning and look at the sun. Our sunrise is when we do what we have to do it the right way, and we are successful. What is success, devotees? What is success? Is success just having plenty something? No. No, it is not. Our success, devotees, as I used the word before, is our contentment. We are satisfied with what we have. But let us listen to this. You're satisfied with what you have? No. Contentment does not mean to become complacent. I am happy, satisfied with what I have today, but I have to try to do better tomorrow. Right? This is how it is. So devotees, when this was done, it is said that after Hanuman brought that herb, and Lakshmanji was revived as such, join me, devotees, everybody, all these monkeys there, what is it? Bole si Pawan Putra Hanuman ki, Jor se naman, Bole si Pawan Hanuman ki, Bole si Sita Ramachandra ki. This is how they did it, devotees. Jai Hanumana, Jai Hanumana, Jai Siya Rama, Jai Siya Rama, devotees. And this, devotees, is my katha for tonight. This is I say, I am using the end, this is where I stop this katha. Right? I'm not saying the end as I said before. Because if I say end, I got to say finish. So I'm stopping this katha here, so at some time, at some point, we may have to continue with the same katha. So at this point, devotees, we are here to celebrate, as you would say, Pandit Keshav Nandishwar Maharaj. Now look at the names now, Keshav. Who is Keshav, Lord Krishna? Who is Nandishwar? Nandishwar is the Lord of Nanda. And who is Maharaj? A great king. And I could tell you, devotees, I am saying this not with any biasness. Because as I always say, when it comes to this young fella here, there's always I only say good thing about him. But I cannot say anything more. I cannot say anything more than good things about Keshav. Up to this day, devotees, everybody say, everything I had to say about Keshav is good. But everything the boy do good. So how can I say anything bad? Keshav, devotees, is a young man with endless potential. And when I say endless, we can't count it. If you say 10 million, you could count to reach a number. If you say endless, you can't reach. And Keshav, devotees, As everybody would know, in spite of all, the hard work he has to do, look where he is today. Look where he is, sitting there playing dolak. And when the time comes, after this satsang here, devotees, you will hear about Keshav inside there, doing work until tomorrow morning. Until tomorrow morning. What does this tell us, devotees? It tells us about what I was just speaking about, the determination to succeed. Right? The mind, this is what I'm speaking about. The mind he has, devotees, he is one that is heading for success. And we devotees, all of us, we have to pray to that Lord and Master. Pray to Hanumanji to give him the strength in the mind and the physical strength. Pray to Saraswati Mata, devotees, to give him that up here. And devotees, I always say, one of the persons who could help you most, the Guru, well, you don't have to worry about that with me, devotees. But we all have to pray that our Keshav devotees be successful. And when I say that, the only reason I'm not using anybody as like, let's say Agni or Avichal, devotees, no. It is because the spotlight tonight is on Keshav. Everybody will have the time. And all I can say, he is, well, I will use a word, par excellence, devotees. Now the man is not rice. Try to understand that. He's not rice. Because you could take 1,000 pounds of par excellence rice and put it all them grain together. They can't make up for the intelligence of Keshav devotees. So let us try to understand these things. We are here to pray with him. Remember, we are praying with him. We are encouraging him to pray, because without prayers, he cannot be successful. He was born into that. He's growing up in that. And this is where his success lies. So all I want to say as his guru, I am saying grandfather now, as his guru, his spiritual teacher, all I want to do is to ask that Lord and Master to bless him, to guide him, to protect him, to give him whatever he needs, so that when he go into that exam room, he will come out there with flying colors. Flying colors. I'm not going to say what I want, because if it didn't reach there, not only he will be disappointed. I know that. I know him. Because let me tell you something. You see them grandchildren, them? The only person, or the only people who know him more than me is their parents. After their parents know more than me. I could tell all of that. And you see Keshav devotees, Keshav was always and will always be an outstanding young man. Always. And I want my mouth to fall on him. That's the kind of slap I will give you. He will always be an outstanding young man. And then we have Agni coming up there, we have Avichal. And Keshav must understand, these young people coming up behind him there, you have to be the role model. You have to be that. And a good one too. Well, I know you will be a good one. And one of the things Keshav is always, Agni will always say he wants to be like you. And you must show him he could come out like you. Right? And this is your responsibility. So tonight I want to say blessings to you, and I hope and pray that you are successful in your life endeavors and you come out with flying colors. You are really, really, as far as I'm concerned, an excellent young man. As I said, par excellence. You're an excellent young man. And you continue to be excellent. And you will always be excellent. So after all this talk and thing, devotees, I don't want to talk about Keshav alone. There's so much of people here to talk about Keshav. So many people love Keshav, devotees. So what I will do at this point is to pass over to Panditji and let me see what he wants to do from here. Panditji.
Sitaramachandra ki jai. So devotees, As I just mentioned, tonight we celebrate the birthday of Keshav. Not really too much of, speeches about him, but more devotion, which is most important in my opinion. For we glorify God, we don't glorify man, as we say. But there are a few things that needs to be done, and this evening I have present my brother-in-law, my Rupesh, who is the uncle of Keshav, the brother of Jaya. So I'll ask him very briefly just to offer his prayer, word of blessings upon Keshav, as he enters into that age of 16, very vulnerable age, but age of blessings also. So I ask Pandit Rupesh.
Molo Sri Raja Ramachandra ki Jai. Well, what I could say about Keshav, and everybody know about Keshav. But I'll say a little prayer for my nephew, so they will always be successful, not just for Keshav, but all my nephew and niece. Just a bit, but you, today is your day. So we know you're growing up a bright young boy. We know that your schooling is doing very well. So that must say a little praise that Bhagwan Hanuman, that Sri Hanuman always guide you and always protect you. Because everything that we do in life, when you pray to Hanuman, he protects you from all the planets. Right? So bow your head and close your eye. I pray to Hanuman Baba. Om Aim Brim Hanumate Shri Ramadutai Namaha. Om Vajrade Rama Bhaktaye Vayuputraye Dhimahi. Om Anjanaye Vidmahi Vayuputraye Dhimahi. Om Ramadutai Vidmahi Kapirajai Dhimahi Tano Hanumate Prachoryat. Om Hum Pat Swaha. Bolo Sri Pavana Putra Hanuman ki Jai.
Thank you, Panditji. And I ask my youngest brother, Pandit Chandradat, who Keshav and Agni grew up, in front of them. So I ask Pandit Chandradat to his word of prayer.
Bolya Shri Pavanasuta Hanuman ki Jai. Sitaram to everyone and welcome to tonight's celebration. Keshav, firstly on behalf of Auntie Giselle, Avichal and myself, we would like to wish you a very happy birthday. Wish you many, many more to come. And year after year, you celebrate your birthday in this way. I'm not sure if it's because you temple by home or because you choose to celebrate it this way. Regardless, it's a fantastic deed you're doing to celebrate your birthday every year. You celebrate in this way, which is a great deed indeed. And of course, we'd like you to continue with that. A lot has been said, but again, all we wish you is all the best moving forward. One of the things that Prabhu Sri Ram had when he was in the forest is a great support system with Hanumanji, all of the followers, the monkeys and the bears. And you have that same thing here when you look around. So of course, as things get hard, when times get hard, it wouldn't always be nice. Right? You always have a lot of persons you can lean on for support, for advice, for discussion, and not every time you want to talk to family. Right? Sometimes you want to talk to other persons as well to get a different perspective, and you have that around you. So, as you go strength to strength, understand and acknowledge these things, and I wish you all the best, and hope to see you again, celebrating your birthday like this next year again, in the same way, and every year to come. Bole Sri Sitaram Chandra ki Jai.
Thank you, Pandit Chandradat. And now devotees, I'll pass over the mic to another young man, one of our trainee Pandits, Keshav's nemesis, I would say, one who always harassing him, who always condemning him, Christianizing him, but not, in any negative way, but in his opinion, Keshav could be better. I now pass over the mic to Agnishwar, his younger brother, who will express his, his words to Keshav.
Sitaram. So today is a very special day for a special person in all caps, Keshav in all caps again. So there's not so much things to say about Keshav. I mean, he's a good kid, well, teenager. And now, Keshav and I have our ups and downs, our yes and no's, our in and outs. You got the point, right? And today, on his sweet 16, I have a poem for him. And I just want to say, it is a great milestone for you. And I hope you have many more years to come and to show you to show you my appreciation, I will give you this poem. It is named A Brother Just Like You. I just want to let you know you mean the world to me. Only a heart as dear as yours would give so unselfishly. To many things you've done, all the times that you were there, help me know deep down inside how much you really care. Even though I might not say I appreciate all you do, richly blessed is how I feel having a brother like you. You are my pal, my buddy, and my best friend too. I feel so lucky to have a brother like you. You are always there for me, and I feel truly blessed. For you, I only want the very best. Here's my lucky penny. Carry it with you. May it bring you good luck and happiness now and your lifetime through. Happy birthday, and may the late Nana Pandit Chandrabose Shukla and Nani Lakshmidei Shukla, I know she's not here with us right now, but her blessings will always be with you. And of course, Aja and Nani, Aja and Aji, the late Binmati Maharaj, bless you and many more years to come. And lastly, happy birthday to Auntie Annie, wishing her Ganesh Baba blessings and many more years to come. Sitaram.
Thank you very much, Agnishar, for those kind words, and it should be more regular towards him, kind. But devotees, I just add my little 2 cents, as we say in local parlance, that today, well not today, on Sunday we will be celebrating the 16th birth anniversary of Keshav. And for those who know, some may know, some may not know, at birth Keshav had a very difficult time. As a matter of fact, from birth he gave us some trouble. He came 2 weeks late, and due to coming into this world 2 weeks late, he spent an entire month in the hospital. As a matter of fact, it's through the grace of Bhagwan Shankar, I would say, intense prayer, that Keshav was here with us today. Because when he was born, and the doctors look at him, they just look at both of Jai and myself, and all they said was 50-50. That's what they said, 50-50. So that 50-50, when you mean that, is more like 40 down, or 60 up on, 60 down basically and 40 up. So more for the negative. But, a lot of prayers we did, a lot of Havan, etc., seeking the blessing of Bhagwan Shankar upon Keshav. And, I must say that today, as the father, and also Jai as a mother, sitting here, and as Pitaji mentioned, it's not to praise Keshav, but just to make mention that, in my firm opinion, this is the grace of the divine. The grace of the divine. Because, just to give a little example, when Keshav was in that, incubator, as we say, they had constantly, 24/7, oxygen upon him. And from there, they switch off the oxygen, you'll see that ball drop immediately. Not even for 3 seconds, immediately. So for 1 month, he was on oxygen. And every single day, Jaya, what she will do, define the doctors, not listening to them, she will go there and sit for the entire day by that incubator, and in her own way, she would pray as a mother. And we keep saying, and I mentioned this many, many times in the temple, and this to all the mothers, no prayer is as strong as the mother prayer. Always remember that. The father prays strong too, yes, but the mother, the prayer of the mother, nothing is as strong as that. And he is an example of the mother's prayer. The sacrifice that Jaya made for that entire month. As a matter of fact, he was born on the 26th of February, and he came out of the hospital around the 2nd of March. No, 2nd of April, sorry. So almost 1 month. February, March, 2nd April, a whole month he spent in that hospital. I know, under machines, etc. So, as I said, nothing to boast, but just to let you all know the power of prayer. That when the parents pray for the children, success is there. Health is there, strength is there. So to have Keshav with us on this 16th birth anniversary is something that is special. And knowing that all of you are here, we invited for the service, generally, but to invite individuals. And those who are here, and believe me, many of you were with us from the very beginning, from the time of birth. And you know yourself, you don't have to call names. But many of you, I know for a fact, that when that time that occurred, you called and you say you were praying, whatever that you did to ensure that, all success was there. And all I can say, like Dad did, like Agni did, like Pandit Chandra, everybody and everyone else, that all you can pray is that divine force continue to bless him and guide him. May he always remain in proper health and strength, in intelligence, etc. Because I can always remember, as Agnishwar mentioned, and this is a fact, his Nana told him that he came for a special reason. The late Pandit Chandra Bose. He told him that in his face. He told Keshav, he told myself, that this boy is here for a special reason. Right? Jaya's Guru, the late Pandit Kimraj, mentioned to him that he's here for a special reason. The late Shankaracharya, His Holiness Pandit Hari Prasad, told him that he's here for a special reason, that he remain alive for a special reason. So, I do not know what it is, but maybe sometime in the future, it will be revealed, whatever it may be. But these holy ones, they could never be wrong. They're always right. So all I can say to you, Keshav, is that, happy birthday, coming from your mom, Jaya, myself. And, that we are proud of you. But I have a saying, I always say it, you're going good, but you could go better. I believe in that. You're going well, but you could do better. There's always room for improvement. As most of you will know, he's writing an exam in a month or 2 time, just now. So, very, very hectic schedule at this point in time. And, he does whatever he had to do to the best of his ability. And one thing I can say, as a father, I know it for a fact, that whatever he does, he does it 100%. I know that. Even though he's feeling tired, many, many times I'll say, Keshav, we have to go Ramayan. Maybe droop a little bit, but once we reach there, you will see the enthusiasm. He always gives 100%, always. And for all of this, I would want to say special blessings to you as your father. All I can say is that, we expect you to be a saput and not a kaput. But in a saput, a good child. A child has to carry the name of the parents. As I always mention, if I should do something wrong, they're not going to call my name. They'll call my father's name. They'll say, Pandit, that son, plain Pandit all over, what your own son doing? And if you should do something wrong, they'll call my name. They'll even call your Aja name, your Nana name, your Nani name, your great Aja name. So these are important things. But as you go through the course of life, you do all that you have to do to the best of your ability to ensure that you carry the lineage of the family on. You have been fortunate, you have good karmas to be born in a lineage of Pandits, and not to put down anyone else, but to born in a lineage of Pandits. To be in this pathway is a blessing. These are great blessings. That you have the opportunity, as Pitaji mentioned, Bari Bhagya Manusha Tanu Pava. Out of the 8,400,000 species of creation, the human form is the highest. And you have this human form. And as the bhajan tells us, Ahi Rama Miranaka Bahoy, Dehi Aratama Indiyana Pahiya. That we have this human form, which is like a chariot that you use to traverse the paths of life, but with success, to ensure that you always do the correct thing. So on this day, well, Sunday, as mentioned, will be your birthday, but today we are all celebrating because of circumstance, lessons, etc. All we can do on behalf of Mommy, myself, we wish you a happy birthday, and we pray that may you see many, many more ones to come. And as you would know for yourself, your life is an example of prayer. That continue praying, continue to make sacrifices, continue to believe in God, continue to have that faith, that confidence, and never give up. And never, put aside prayer for anything else. For the only reality is being attached to divinity. So, as mentioned, happy birthday. Special blessings to you. On behalf of everyone here, members of the Bhakti Jyot, we want to say happy birthday to you. And we pray that that divine force can bless you and guide you as you go through the course of life. And as my son Agnishwar mentioned today, also the birthday of one of our, followers, as we say, Auntie Annie, who is the mother of Kiran. And really, again, we want to say happy birthday to you. And we pray that that divine mother, Dugarama, Bhagwan Shankar, continue to bless you and guide you as you go through the course of life. And may all success be with you. May health, strength, and all that is necessary be upon you as you continue life's journey. So all in all, blessings to all of you. So what do you do at this